Let's go.
Hello and welcome back to Encyclopedia of the Unknown, the paranormal deep dive series where we explain strange phenomena one letter at a time. I'm Andy.
And I'm Nicole, and every week we crack open a new page and uncover the mysteries, monsters, and myths hiding behind it. Settle in, turn down the lights, and let's explore the unknown.
Let's go. So this week we are on letter C for, I won't say what I was going to say, but we're going to letter C for Clairs and Chupacabra.
Yeah, we're keeping it clean with the C words today.
Yeah, as well as clean as possible. So I'm going to go first, and I'm going to talk about the Chupacabra. So, what is the Chupacabra? So, the name literally means goat sucker in Spanish, a creature that's blamed for attacking livestock. It's not me.
Remember, we were keeping it clean.
I'm just reading what it says in front of me. Draining them from blood and often leaving surgically precise puncture wounds and no sign of struggle. So, the first reported was in the mid-90s, 1990s, that is. And it rapidly became one of the most famous cryptids on the planet. So it was actually 1995 in Puerto Rico. The modern legend is when it all started, was when farmers in Puerto Rico reported goats, chickens and sheep that were found dead, bloodless, with 2 or 3 small puncture holes in them, doesn't say where. Witnesses described a creature that was 3 to 4 feet tall, reptilian or alien-like, spikes down the back, large black or red eyes, moved in short hops like kangaroo style. This version is often called the reptilian Chupacabra. But I didn't know this. There's 2 very different Chupacabra types.
I didn't know that either. I thought it was just the dog-looking thing.
So here's where it splits into 2 entirely different things. So the first one is reptilian alien type, which is Caribbean and Latin American. Hairless or scaly skin, spines or ridges on its back, glowing or jet black eyes, bipedal or hopping movement, often associated with UFO sightings, strong sci-fi stroke extraterrestrial vibes. This cannot be easily explained by known animals. So this is more the paranormal side of the Chupacabra. And then the second version is canine mangy predator, USA and northern Mexico. So
That's
from the 2000 onward, sightings in Texas, Arizona, New Mexico and Mexico describe dog-like or coyote-like creatures, hairless due to mange, long snout exposing the teeth, emaciated appearance. Emaciated, yeah. Don't know what that means.
I'm not even looking at the word.
But many bodies recovered in the US have been identified as coyotes, wolves, dogs with severe sarcoptic mange. But this does not explain the bloodless carcasses, precise puncture wounds, surgical-like attacks, and the early Puerto Rico reports. So my thing on it is, initially when I first started hearing about these, there's loads of different people that were talking about it. The TV shows, there was magazine articles, there's all sorts. But there's one that Jack Osborne, I'm sure it was Jack Osborne that did it, and it's either Jack Osborne or it's Fact or Faked. The one with the Ben guy that's ex-CIA.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Where they like to try to debunk it.
Yeah. So in that they say it's like it was blue like your top, but a little bit darker, like a really blue on black colour. It had spikes down its spine, and it was quite tall, and there was hairless. It wasn't mange, because when an animal's got mange, they don't have mange like fully covering from head to tail or head to toe. They have like big patches of missing fur, and you can see that it's all like infected. Like when it's like scabs and
it looks ill.
It has maggots, and they're very
ew,
not deformed, but like
They're like
Mount.
scabby and scaly and patches of hair.
They're like, yeah, sort of like homeless people back in the 90s. We're all like fit and
Mm,
Joe, obviously not well looked after.
like meth addicts.
Yeah. Um. So,
Anyway.
uh, but it doesn't bring into the account the UFO sightings. So I'm going to go down the cattle mutilation now. So when these cattle that are found and they have all the blood has been drained or parts of the flesh or tissue or organs have been removed, and it's precision surgical cutting. And this is what it's saying about the way that the blood's been drained. So the only thing I can think of, and it doesn't, and I'm sure it says as well that there's no blood left around it. There's not like a little puddle of blood underneath or that around the neck. It's just completely
Yeah.
drained of it. So that's saying some sort of tube must be going into it. So if the Chupacabra is doing it, it must have, I believe, it should or must have hollow teeth. So say it's got like the canine teeth, it must have some sort of suction funnel inside the tooth for it to suck, so it bites into it and sucks it through. Because if it's sucking it through in its mouth, so imagine you having a milkshake and just drinking it, it's going to go all over the place, isn't it?
Yeah,
You're
so they
not
have
going
to
to
have
get
like some
it.
kind of straw.
Yeah, so it's got to have some sort of straw device, and the thing that makes more sense for me, I don't know if it does for anyone else listening, would be to have hollow teeth for it as you bite in, they
Ooh.
suck it in through the tooth. So like this pen, it's like a pen nib, so it goes in, and
Mm-hmm.
obviously you push the pen out, but this sucks in through that, like
I hadn't
intravenous.
thought of that. That's an
That's it.
interesting concept.
That's the only thing that I can think of, because there'd be blood everywhere and there'd be
Yeah.
DNA as well from whatever it is that's caused it. There's probably still some DNA from what's done it anyway, but it's a fact that there's UFO sightings in a lot of the areas. Yeah, you're going to have somewhere it is coyotes and wolves and dogs and like feral animals that
Because
are
that's where the
attack.
animals are usually.
So they attack him anyway. So that's happening, I believe, alongside of everything else that's going on. So when they've got mange and they just go for anything, they just need easy food. So they'll go for whatever's they can catch, really. So don't know. It's just, and the attack patterns as well. So apparently this is a creepy part. Common traits across reports: animals are completely drained of blood. There's no torn flesh or feeding signs. Often found in locked enclosures. Internal organs are sometimes untouched. Bodies arranged are left in open view. Now, this has led to theories involving unknown predator biology, military or lab engineered organisms, extraterrestrial harvesting, occult or interdimensional entities. But if it was the occult and you've got a farm, you're going to be watching out to see what's going on. Say your sheep or your goats start going missing and you're finding them dead, you're going to be setting up cameras and everything else.
Yeah, to try to
So,
figure it out.
yeah, so what if these people have set these cameras up and they've seen what's going on and then they've reported it and they're like, yeah, you need to shut up. So it could go that way.
It could.
Or it could be like they whatever's doing it has noted that these people are doing like the recording to see what's going on, and then going back to what we spoke about last week, missing 411. Maybe they become part of the equation as well because they got too close as to what is actually happening. These are just random theories that I'm thinking as I'm reading what it is we're talking about.
Yeah. I don't know. It's all interesting with the cattle mutilation and the chupacabras being associated with that.
It's too similar for it to not be
Yeah.
the same. That makes sense.
But what if, okay, so hear me out on this one, because it's a little out
Yeah,
there theory. So what if
that's fine.
the kind of chupacabras we're talking about, the reptilian kind of like scaly things, right? Somebody sees them
Yep.
And they're reporting this, right? So to avoid getting caught, if they plant these mangy dog or whatever, coyote, kind of like a screen memory, but like a physical thing, like, no, look, this is what you saw.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like what we was talking about the other week on the paranormal pizza when I said about the silent helicopter. I know
Mhm.
now it wasn't a helicopter, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I,
Or even
it's that
even not
screen memory.
the entities themselves planting it, but like government cover up. Be like, okay, no, look, we found what people were seeing. Look, it's right here.
Yeah. Yeah. So the government knows what's going on. So they've planted something else to go, no, it was this. This is what
Yes.
you've seen.
Mm-hmm. And it's close enough that people are like, okay, I guess it could have been that.
Yeah. But then it's easier to get someone to believe a lie than for them to accept the truth.
It's true.
So, yeah. But um, the last, I'll do the last couple of parts. We've still got a few minutes left on this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just go for it quickly. 1 second. Yeah, so this is UFO and paranormal connections. Many early Chupacabra waves coincided with UFO sightings, particular Puerto Rico, Chile, and Brazil. Witnesses reported lights in the sky before any attacks, creatures appearing suddenly, beings vanishing without tracks. Some researchers link the Chupacabra to alien biological drones, interdimensional wildlife, cryptids crossing from paranormal realms. Government and lab theories. Escape military experiments, genetic hybrids, failed bioweapons, covert predator testing. No hard evidence, but no official explanation either. So they've not said yes or no to any of that. So the
Yeah.
global sightings are Puerto Rico, Mexico, Brazil, Chile, United States, the Philippines, and Russia. See, it's just weird how they're not being seen around Europe or the UK.
Yeah. It feels like a more like kind of getting towards Central America kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like I know there are a lot in Mexico, a lot as you get to like New Mexico and Arizona and all those places.
yeah.
In
But then they just
Texas.
throw the Philippines and Russia in. I think they just wanted to make numbers up. I don't know. Just strange, but skeptical explanations and why they fall short. So common dismissals, wild dogs with mange, mass hysteria, media influence. The problem with these are it doesn't explain the blood loss, doesn't explain precision wounds, early reptilian sightings, or UFO overlap. So what is it
Yeah.
really? Most serious researchers fall into one of these camps. So these five. Multiple unrelated animals mislabeled as one thing. So it could be like all these different like rogue animals that, and you just see a blur or something and it runs across and it's attacking something and you're all hyped up trying to chase it off, trying to get off your sheep, your goats. So, and then you're trying to remember what it is. An unknown cryptid species, a paranormal or interdimensional entity, an ET biological construct, something we still don't have framework to understand. So basically, anything else that we haven't got a clue.
I mean, that's anything. It could be anything.
Yeah, basically that's what they're saying. So from what I've got from that, it's either a government tech, biotech, alien
Mhm.
biotech, animal with mange, or interdimensional cross-plane realm dwelling dog-like creature that drinks blood. And that's it.
I don't know. I like it. I want a little chupacabra puppy.
Yeah. Or genetic hybrid, but then all these are like government and lab theories. And then
Yeah.
even the alien ones are alien lab theories.
Yeah, because they don't seem like intelligent, advanced
No.
creatures. They seem like animals.
But what if they are just being sent in or onto Earth to get the blood because there's something in the blood that these aliens need to um, redevelop?
I don't think we're ever going to know until somebody catches me a baby chupacabra.
You know where you could get one?
eBay?
I was
Timo?
going to say Target, but Bermuda Triangle.
Next time they're opening up the hole, like, hey, got any chupacabras down there?
They might have. They don't sell alcohol, so they might have chupacabras. So yeah. So I honestly do not know what some sort of dog-like creature that has red or black eyes, blue spikes going down its back, and lives off blood. But I didn't realise there were so many UFO sightings before, during, and after any Chupacabra events. But like I
It
said
seems
before, sorry, go
like
on.
that's a common theory with, or a common occurrence with all these different phenomena is people see strange lights, they see things in the sky, then they see Bigfoot, then they see Chupacabra, then they see, ghosts, whatever.
Yeah.
They're all kind of interlinked.
So is that something that's opening the realm so that this experience can happen? It's just that some of us are tuned in to see it and witness it as well. Who knows?
Who
But as we
knows?
say,
Lots of theories.
as we say on every episode, leave your comments in the comment section. That doesn't sound right.
Drop a comment in the comment section below and tell us what you think the Chupacabra is.
Yes.
And what you think the link is between the UFOs and all these other phenomena.
Yeah. And why they're not being sighted in Europe or the UK?
Because you're there.
Mm.
They're hiding from you.
They know, I know. That's what
They
it is.
know you know.
Yes, it's got to be that. Anyway, yeah, so leave your comments in the comment section. Let us know what you think. I've not got a clue. I'm just as bewildered as everybody else. So
You know what? But if we knew, this would be Encyclopedia of the Known.
yeah, and it'd be boring
nowhere
because
near
we'd just be
sun.
telling you what you know. It's like
Right?
what the ocean's made of water. See you later. Bye.
But is it?
Jello, jelly, Jello. Who knows? It could be
We
clear.
would
It could be
know.
clear. It could be clear porridge. For all we know.
It could be. We would know if we were clairvoyant.
We would. And that leads us on to Nicole's clairvoyance. The three Clairs.
There's a lot of Clairs, actually.
I've heard there's three: clairvoyant, clair audio, and clair something else.
There's more. Just wait. There's more. So, clairvoyance. That is one piece of a much larger picture. The Clairs actually describe how information is perceived, and they kind of describe psychic abilities or intuitive ways of receiving information. Kind of something beyond the normal five senses. The word clair actually comes from the French word meaning clear. So clear seeing, clairvoyance, clear hearing, clairaudience. It's about information that's received clearly without using the physical senses.
Yeah.
So the first one, the main one, everybody knows clairvoyance. That's clear seeing. It's when people are receiving information psychically through images, visions, symbols, either something physical that you see or something you see kind of in your mind's eye, like a mental picture. Some people get symbols or messages during meditation. They can see places or events, people they've never met. And that's a big one. That's what people first think of, like if a medium is sensing a ghost in a location, they're like, okay, well, what do you see? But it's not always that. There's also clairaudience, which is clear hearing. That's receiving information psychically through sound, hearing words, names, phrases, thoughts that feel like almost out loud.
Yeah.
Or hearing music in your head for no reason. There's clairsentience, which is clear feeling. That is what's described by a lot of empaths. So
That's what
you
I
like
think. That's what I have.
you have that one where you like feel
Yeah,
emotions that aren't yours.
yeah. And it just doesn't make sense as to why that emotion's like kicking in.
Hmm. I think I think I get that one a little bit. Like I don't like to admit that I get any of these because I don't claim psychic abilities as we talk about all the time. But I
Yes.
can definitely like there's times, when you just know something's off. You call somebody because you're like, what's wrong? Something's wrong. I don't know what it
Yeah, yeah,
is, but something is wrong.
yeah. Well, this actually happened to me. It was years ago, probably about 10 years ago. So there's a girl I know. Anyway, she rang me to sort something out. I can't remember what it was. And I'm like, "You're pregnant." I just come out and said it, and she just started laughing. I went, "I'm serious. When you're pregnant." But I can't remember if she told me at the time. Nothing to do with me, by the way. Just to let you all know, it was just someone that I knew.
That's why she was
I
calling. That's
think
what
it was
she had to
someone
sort out.
that it's someone that I work with, and I'm like, "Oh, it's to do with the computer," and she couldn't get it to work. I'm like, "You're pregnant." She's like, "Why are you saying that?" I went, "Because you are," and just started laughing. And then I don't know if it was that same day or like a couple of days after, got back to me. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm actually pregnant." But I could just tell him by how she was talking. I got the feeling that 100% I'd bet money on it that I was correct.
So what you're describing is the next one on the list, which is claircognizance or just clear knowing. It's when you just
Ah,
know without any
yeah.
evidence, logic, explanation, like you didn't
I
hear
have.
something, you didn't see something. It's just you know.
I think I have that more than anything else.
Hmm. It
Yeah.
actually says many people who don't believe in psychic phenomena still report experiences that sound like this.
Yes. There we go.
It's like you just know.
Yeah.
There's
And I've no way
also
of knowing.
clairaudience, which is clear smelling of phantom sense,
I get that now and
clairessence,
again.
clear tasting,
Nah.
and clairtangency, which is clear touch.
Oh,
So
so
it's
when
like
you touch
psychometry.
something, yeah. So when you touch something, you can read what's going on.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
the smelling one is a big thing in like investigations because we've had that happen on several occasions. One we were in the basement with a group, and you could smell this like florally perfume scent, and
Yeah.
you could actually it moved around the room. Like, okay, this group smelled it
Ah.
first. They're like, "Are you smelling like flowers?" And we're like, "No." And they're like, "Wait, it just came over here." They're like, "Well, I don't smell it anymore." So like it moved.
Yeah.
And it did that several times. And then there was one we were at Hillhold's Museum in Montgomery, and I walk into a room and I'm smelling like oranges, but not like the fruit oranges. Like, those like gummy orange
Yeah.
candies?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They have a very distinct smell.
Yes. Like orange chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I pulled Susan up and I'm like, come up here. Do you get anything from here? She's like, I'm smelling orange.
Yeah.
And then somebody else, and we could not find any
It's just a
explanation for them.
confirmation of it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, because I never trust my own
No.
clairs. I always need to rely on somebody else's clairs.
You need to trust them that little bit more.
I think maybe we'll see.
Yes. We'll find out.
So
Watch his space.
right, they're seen as psychic abilities, intuitive senses, ways to perceive different energies, spirit, non-physical information, and it's really thought by a lot of people, especially psychic mediums that I've talked to, that everybody has these abilities. They have access to the clairs, but most people just suppress and ignore them.
Yes. Because I've just remembered the other one that I've started getting when
Which
I'm
one?
seeing me peripheral
Um,
people, I call it.
mhm.
It's not happened much. It started happening like beginning December. It's like literally every day. And then it just stopped. But now I'm starting seeing them. So I'll try and do it so I can see. If I'm looking straight ahead, So I'll look at the camera now. I can see my hand there. So that's just behind my head. That's, yeah, just behind. So I can see my hand there, right? And that's where I'm seeing it. But now I'm also picking up noise that's coming from whatever's there. Because when I turn, the visuals and the sounds completely go. It's not, I can hear obviously other noises, but I can't hear the noise that was associated with what I was seeing.
It's almost like, I feel like when that happens, when you try to pay too close attention to it, like you lose it.
Yeah. When
You
you
know
try and
those,
home in on it. Yeah.
were we talking about those like magic eye things? Where if
Oh,
you
yeah.
unfocus your eyes, you can see the picture, but when you focus on it, it goes away. It's
It's
almost like
just
that.
all, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like when
Pretty
you're
much the
not
same thing.
trying to see it, you can see it.
Yeah.
Because I kind of have that, like when I'm laying down, like in bed, and sometimes you can just hear like it sounds like a tornado of voices. But if I focus in and try to pick up on like a specific voice, it goes away.
Yes. I know what you mean. I don't get it, but I know what you mean. But I
Yeah,
get it, like, obviously when I'm awake and what have you, and late. So
mhm.
I said I'm not seeing as many of these things, the peripheral people, but I'm seeing less, but they're coming with sound.
Mm.
I haven't got a clue. I've not asked anyone about it. I just thought, do you know what? I'm just going to see what. Obviously, there's some sort of progression going on, so I'm going to see how far it goes and then go from there. Because I don't think there's any point in me asking people what it is, because they'll just give me their own perception of
Yeah.
what it is or can be.
I don't think
I
anybody
think
can tell you what it is.
no, I think I need to work this out myself.
Mhm. But
But
like
it's
a lot of
different.
people
It's
think with the
different people.
clairs, you can
Because
train them.
but
It's like a
these
muscle you
people,
have to
yeah.
train.
But these people are different heights, different widths, different clothes, just different stature. Everything is just so it's not like it's the same person every single time.
Yeah. So you're definitely seeing something.
Mm,
You should try to like work that out.
yeah,
Because a lot of people treat it like say drawing, for example. Everybody can draw.
yeah.
Some people are very naturally gifted, and you could just give them pen and paper,
So
and
they're not. Some are
they'll go
absolutely
draw a masterpiece.
terribly awful at drawing.
And some draw Krampuses really, really badly.
Wow.
But you can learn. You can take drawing classes. You can improve
Yeah,
your skills, watch videos. So it's kind of like that where you can get better.
yeah. You can improve.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fine tune it. And I think that's what it is. Because I know there's one of them that sticks out. These people. He had like a green, not this color green, more like tree green. The darker, like jaded color green.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a green jacket, just like to the waist. And I don't know if it was black jeans or black trousers. He's only about 5'3", 5'4", but it was a guy, short dark hair, and he's walking towards me, like coming at an angle. And as I turned, because I was getting something out of the van, he'd gone. But I knew he was there. But then I couldn't see him. I couldn't feel. When you know there's someone behind you as well.
Yes.
It's that's happening at the same time as the PPs. PPs are peripheral people. I'm just
That's
abbreviating everything.
the official term for them now. They're the PPs.
Yep. But it was just, yeah, it's just weird because I've never had it. But I have seen peripheral stuff, yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
at Rendlesham, and then when we was at Delapre with Mark and Richard a few years ago, and you could just see, but as you turn, then there's nothing there. But I wasn't getting anything else with it. It was just that. Whereas now, it seems to be building up to something that I don't know.
Gotta work on it.
Yep. So let's see. We'll find out.
So skeptics of this whole phenomena, they try to explain this away as pattern recognition, subconscious processing, emotional intelligence, heightened sensory awareness, and confirmation bias. They'll tell you that like a medium, she's not reading your spirits, she's reading you. And you say, hey, I have a woman coming through, and then people sit up a little more, or they change, their face, and then they dig a little more for information, like, oh, maybe on your mother's side, and they see that they're on the right track and keep going with that. But
Yeah.
that hasn't been the case in the mediums that I've worked with, because I know that they've been given absolutely nothing. And some of them, I'm sorry, are not that
Good.
that they're going to be like manipulating crowds of people, you know?
Yeah, oh, we went watching one, I'm not going to give the name, quite famous in the UK, and there's hundreds of people in the audience, and out of all the names she's given and the people that went up on stage, I think 2 things could have been a possibility. And I'm like, wow, I paid 40 quid to come and watch this. Never again.
Start hanging out with some good ones.
Yes. And
skeptics say like that your brain is trained, it's really good at filling in gaps in information. So that's what they're saying it is. It's like, okay, you're in this location, your mind is trying to put 2 and 2 together of what could have happened here or what would happen here. But at what point does that intuition or like normal, pattern recognition, normal subconscious processing, whatever you want to call it, when does that transition into something unexplained?
that's the thing. Because these mediums are getting all this information and everything, and to them it's normal. And so then that's not unexplained to them because they know what they're doing.
Because everybody believes in that gut feeling, like that. Everybody says trust your intuition. Nobody says trust your psychic abilities.
No, but surely it's the same thing.
Yeah. It's just a different way of phrasing it. Just like how the clairvoyance thing sometimes gets phrased as remote viewing. For Project Stargate during the Cold War, the U.S. was funding research into psychic perception, but they didn't call it psychic perception. They didn't call it psychic abilities. They called it remote viewing, because they wanted to know if these people who had really developed senses of clairvoyance could see their enemies, could gather intelligence for them without actually being there. And that could give them a leg up during the Cold War.
Yeah.
So you can go on the CIA's declassified website and read hundreds and hundreds of documents about this program. There's no denying that it happened and they were looking into it. So if these abilities didn't actually exist, why would they spend billions of dollars developing these programs?
Exactly. You've got obviously MK Ultra, Montauk, Philadelphia. There's a load more that I was reading about the other day, but obviously they're the 3 main ones that I'm interested in. Yeah. But they spent years and billions of not just money, but time and effort and getting the right people involved to do it. So why would they, like you said, why would they go to all that effort if there's nothing in it? I know they said they're using psychedelics and all that and this, that and the other and different drugs to see what they could do. But I think there's a lot more to it than what has been released, I should say.
Because if that's what they're releasing, there's a ton more stuff behind it.
Oh, yeah, of course there is. That's just to shut people up.
So I think whether it's some kind of intuitive ability that we all have, or some woo-woo psychic stuff, or even just that subconscious processing, I think human perception is a lot more complex than we understand. And it might not be supernatural. It may just be natural, but at the moment, we don't understand it. So it is indeed paranormal.
Definitely. So what are your thoughts? Not you, the viewers, the listeners, what do you think it is?
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Have you ever just known something without anyone telling you? Have you ever felt an emotion that didn't belong to you? Walked into a room after an argument and just felt the tension that was still there.
Yeah.
This all falls under the category of the clairs.
Definitely. So that is it for this week. Next week we will be doing letter D for Don't know yet.
If you have suggestions, put them in the comments and we may make them into another episode.
And we'll give you a shout out as well. So if you do give us a topic and we use it, we'll give credit to yourself. So
if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you follow us, like it, subscribe, share the show with your fellow lovers of the strange. Send us your stories, your theories, your evidence, and they may just make it into a future episode.
Yeah, but not just on here. So we've got Gateway into the Unknown on a Friday and UFO Files on a Monday. So whatever your encounter or experience is, it could end up on one of the other shows that go out live. So that's it from me. Do you have anything to add before we wrap it up?
No, we will see you all next week.
Letter D. That means don't forget. See you all later. Take care.
Goodbye.